Hey everyone, welcome back to the M&R Show. I'm Ron,
And I'm Malcolm.
and we got some breaking news, Malcolm. We got former All-Pro center Jeff Saturday is now the interim coach of the Indianapolis Colts, Malcolm. Do you like the signing for the Colts? It is interim. We'll see if Chris Ballard's there. Regardless, he's the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts for the rest of the season.
Like, how does that sound to you? Like, this really sounds. This sounds crazy. And then it's crazy because I just told you before the show. We talk about Washington Commanders might be one of the most worst franchises, in the NFL right now. But can we just look at the Colts? Can we look like what they doing right now?
Not pretty.
Look what the owners doing right now. As in, you fire Frank Wright, which is the well-respected coach who hasn't had a quarterback. Literally, you give him a washed-out Matt Ryan. Before that was the Carson Wentz. Everybody has their comments about Carson Wentz. And then you had Phillip Rivers on his last year of his career. And then you had Jacoby Brissett, and then you had Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Throughout his whole years in his career, he didn't have one quarterback that he could have for the next year. And it's crazy. Like, this whole situation is crazy, and that's why I say we talk about Washington being one of the most worst run franchises. But at the end of the day, we gotta look at the Colts. We gotta look at how bad and how toxic that organization is going on. And to have Jeff Saturday, he might be respected. Hey, one thing is their offensive line has been horrible. Maybe bringing in Jeff Saturday could be able to help out. Maybe he could.
It's not helping that line, Malcolm. You stop it. It's helping that line.
There's no way you have guys like Quentin Nelson in there and stuff like that, and that top regarded offensive line, which is one of the highest paid offensive lines in the league, for them to be this bad. It's just nowhere. Yeah, it's just nowhere.
This move, I literally I saw someone tweet that I have a lot of people I respect on Twitter. I have their notifications on because I need to know when news breaks. I see somebody say, wait a minute, what's this? So I said, oh crap, what happened? I said, wait, Jeff Saturday, the head coach of the Colts. I said, nah, man. I try to think to myself, could this happen to any other team? Okay, I'm like, maybe the Cowboys, maybe we would hire Michael Irvin that, but realistically, come on, Michael Irvin wouldn't be the interim. They wouldn't do that. Maybe Romo gets that job, but a center? Nah, bro. Nah. Then this is the tweet from Schefter. The Colts are naming their former 6-time Pro Bowl center and ESPN analyst. So that's all he has right now. ESPN analyst. He's not on NFL. What's it called? NFL Today or whatever their NFL shows. He's not on the show. So I don't know what he comes in every once in a while on first day. He does an okay job. So I'm not even sure if he's good at that role. And you say he's been a consultant with the team, which is just a word for, hey, I tell people who to draft. I don't actually do any scouting, and I don't actually know what the front office is looking for. So I'm just really getting paid because I played here. Essentially, that's what a consultant is. And then they threw in at the end that he's been the head coach of the Hebron Christian Academy in Dracula, Georgia. So I looked up the team's record. The team was 8-2 this year. They're not state champions, not region champions. So he did not succeed 100% on the high school level. The year before, which I think he was the head coach of that team, they were 4-7. This is not the head coach of the NFL team. This can't be the coach of the NFL team. He has yet to win a state championship or a region championship at the high school level, Michael.
Hey, Ron. Are you going to the point where you have to go ahead and search high school teams and figure out if they went to the state champion? They went to the state championship. Is that what we have to talk about when we talk about an NFL head coach right now? We have to see what they did if they went to the state championship in high school.
He didn't get there. I didn't understand.
This is how laughable this is. At the end of the day, we really have to understand that this team is in a disaster right now. And I swear, Washington is in a disaster too. I really think so. But I swear, this little record, please don't get me wrong.
Ursay off, man. It's not stuff. But Ursay got some stuff in that clock. Well, it's come out. I don't think any he's done has been.
Ursay doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. That's why he said. He said that's why I would speak out on Daniel Snyder, because at the end of the day, PJ, what he's going to tell me that I already know. Everybody knows that I'm not already.
It's all out.
But Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, like this Colts team has been a disaster. You know, there's a lot of things that they have to worry about, and that's it. Because this has been a well-built team, and the fact that this team hasn't been good or hasn't found that quarterback of the future is really deteriorating this franchise, to be honest.
And then I looked up. I wanted to look up like their salary cap and everything. So this year they only have $8 million, but like the season's already going on. That's essentially going to roll over. Next year, 2023, they have $33 million in cap space, which is a lot of cap room, especially in this new era before the TV deal. But it's like, do I even expect them to use that wisely? Like they haven't. They have a very random team to me. Like you have Buckner as a good player. You got Ngakoue, but the defense still isn't that good this year. They have the former defensive player of the year, Stephon Gilmore, in the team. It's a very random team to me. Like, because where is in 2 years, all these players are gonna be old. You don't got no young star. Jonathan Taylor's a running back. He's your best player. He's already hurt. He's an ankle injury, and it's not gonna be pretty for him for the rest of the year. It's like he probably is gonna have to get tightrope surgery at the end of the year, the way the ankle is looking. So the quarterback, Matt Ryan, has a $36 million dead cap hit if you cut him before June 1st. If you cut him after June 1st, it's still a $30 million cap hit. If you trade him, it's $12 million with dead money. The point is, you really can't get off Matt Ryan. It's not even really Matt Ryan's fault. He's still not a bad player. But the O-line, like Malcolm said, is bad. You have Michael Pittman, and that's it. Like, Zach Pascal's not on this team anymore, Malcolm. I genuinely couldn't tell you 3 receivers on this team. Genuinely. Like, and it's crazy because now it just goes back to the Chiefs thing. Like, how in the world they beat the Chiefs? That was just such an anomaly game that lost me so much money that that makes me even more mad that happened.
Yeah, man. I think it's crazy to see what the Colts have going on. But at the end of the day, like, they do draft good. Like, they have drafted a solid team, a solid base. Well, Quentin Nelson on the offensive side, that's, and then you got Darius Leonard on the opposite end. And, you got Michael Pittman. But, I mean, people been telling me that, this team had receivers and stuff. You got Jonathan Taylor, but Jonathan Taylor took a step back. He has been in and out with ankle injuries. Like, at the end of the day, one thing I have to look at is when their coordinators left. Because you have to look at the defensive coordinator who went to Chicago. You see Chicago's up-and-coming team. And then you got to look at Nick Sirianni when he left and he went to the Eagles and how they're upcoming team. I really think you have to look at the point that they lost 2 big assistants. And I think that could really factor into what has happened because their defense has been good ever since then and their offense hasn't been good ever since then either.
Yeah, and my last thing, on the Frank Wright being the coach that got fired, I think he's still a good coach. I think he's 100% an offensive coordinator at minimum after the season ends. He's if the Cowboys, if we lost Kellen Moore, I'm pretty sure he'd be one of Mike McCarthy. That'd be probably one of the first people he called. I think he's still a really good offensive coordinator. But he's been dealt a crappy hand by Chris Ballard. Like, yeah, they draft good in like the front 7 and sometimes corners, but like the receivers. They drafted John Taylor, but that's really the only running back they've hit on. Naeem Hines is okay. Like, the O-line they've hit on. Like, they draft good in the trenches, but you got to hit skill position players. And you can't only build out the draft. Like, it's just very hard to not sign any free agents, bro. They don't sign anyone. Like, Stephon Gilmore, we said, yeah, they did make a trade for Ngakoue. They made a trade for Buckner. Like, these are all trades. These are not people they've signed outright from free agency. So they've lost assets in acquiring these players. Then this Chris Ballard, like, people love him. People loved him as a GM. I'm very concerned that he might not be the GM for this franchise for much longer. I guess they're coming from the complete bottom with their last GM, so he's just kind of riding off of those coattails. But since 2017, this is all that's transpired for you. If it was only the quarterback messing this up, I would get it, but I don't even think it's only the quarterback that's why this team is a bad team right now. And at the end of the day, we know what Jim Irsay is. Now, it seems like you're too attached to Irsay. That's never a good thing.
Yeah, I just need to know, Washington, pick up Frank Wright, please. Let go Scott Turner.
Coach, please,
let go Scott Turner. Let go. Pick up Frank Wright as offensive coordinator right now. Maybe push him up to head coach. We'll talk about that later, though.
Anyway, we got some more videos dropping this week. We wanted to make sure we got this out within the first 2 days of this breaking news happening. So again, subscribe, like, share. We're dropping a lot of content, at least 2 episodes a week. We got a lot of stuff coming on our other shows as well. So just stay tuned. And Michael's gonna tell you where to follow us.
Hey yo, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. On Twitter at Malcolm Ron Show and on Instagram at Malcolm Ron Network. We have a lot of different takes, a lot of different polls that we do. Make sure y'all tune in though. Appreciate y'all's support though.
All right.